Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. We have a late season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the LSU Tigers. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Georgia's offense will get the first possession of the game. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great. You've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving. You get jacked up.
Okay, babe. I understand that.
Give these big speeches. You know what's
talking to me about it doesn't change anything.
Wide open.
Take it up with your dad. Not me.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over.
It's not my problem that he's an asshole.
You get a chunk of yards like that.
Don't make it mine.
Right, you can only tell me about how your dad was sick.
The fuck are you talking, dude? Go outside, gather yourself, and then come back in here, please.
I feel like this. My dad's in the fucking hospital. Yours is hit. Lucky for you, but when he was, we rushed up there really fucking quick, didn't we?
You really need to stop.
No, you need to be a fucking husband, Jeremy.
No, Taylor, you are literally saying the exact same thing I'm saying. But now you're pissed because I don't want to hear it. You're saying the same thing.
Yeah,
stop!
Show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So,
touchdown, Dogs! And they jump on top.
Oh my fucking God! Shut up! Stop talking! Right, yep. If you can do something about it, do it. Can you do anything? What are you fucking talking about?
I didn't yell Oh no!
What are you fucking talking about? No, you know what I did? I went there to see if I could do anything. Stop fucking bitching!
And they seem to believe that they can take big
it's okay. Then why are you talking to me the way you're talking to me? I'm not! Stop talking!
Versus a great wide receiver, we got to show that.
Now, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that could do that in a game like this.
Shut the fuck up. You sound dumb.
No, that's real life, dumbass.
It's not, dumbass. Are you doing anything?
Typically, LSU is as good as they are.
No!
Sorry,
shut up!
We had the place, and I couldn't take the Jeep because I didn't know when I would be home.
Shut the fuck up! Oh my God. Shut up! Just shut up!
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
You know, that's a good decision, I think, to go for it on 4th there because you're in the middle of the field. Even if you don't get it, your defense isn't in an awful position running back on, but they are able to get the 4th to keep the drive alive. Let's see what they do next.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Caught over the middle. It's Taylor.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. On to attempt to try.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline. touchdown drive. They really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got it on the outside. It's Humphries. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Pickup of one. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm.
Oh, look out! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Oh, look out! There he goes! They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? Let's it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make the play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll try to get outside. And the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy recently, the other side, when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Coming after him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off
wide open. He makes the catch. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver shows motion. They go to the ground. Oh, he left him grabbing. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Durham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth.
Snags it on the right. Open runway ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Going to the run, it's Durham. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the corner. Fighting off the defender. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now, forcing a third down.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. Jukes his way for more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Bell. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. Pulls it in on the right. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, Ben. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning.
And he's running in the open. He's at the 40. At the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, LSU! And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to NC State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Give to the back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you. You got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
The give. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. It makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play call.
Got his man quickly. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to move it through the air. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They move the tight end all over. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Durham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dive.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might sort him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Buys a little time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback will audible. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Let's it fly. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Trying to run it in. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Etienne. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. That last score sort of felt like the finishing touches on a great meal, didn't it, as they get ready to line up for the kickoff. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Now on first down from the 28.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ear. To the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the ground, it's Etienne. He breaks a tackle.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Off the play fake on first down. Caught near the sideline. It's Gelt. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Snags it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And a sack all the way back at the 5. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The give as they work on that clock. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
First down for the offense.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Looking for a crease. It's Etienne. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be